kind of had a paradigm shift when I was about 21 years old. The pastor asked if I wanted to go to the Philippines with him. So we planned this trip, and it was just me and him, and I didn't know what to expect. And I remember when I got to the Philippines, it was such a culture shock. I went into this village, and here's these little children playing with marbles, and they had this beat-up ping pong table and this rickety old hut. And these houses are just pieced together with scraps, but everybody has a smile on their face. I didn't understand how they could be so happy and content. Got back to the United States, and I remember when I got off the plane and kissed the ground and was overwhelmed with a sense of gratitude, but at the same time, I realized how in America, we live in this individualistic world that we set up, and it's something that we've inherited, where we have our house and our car and everything is mine, mine, mine. We live our lives to gain things and to grow our material possessions. It was at that time that I realized that those who stand against conformity and compromise, they need each other to fulfill the purposes of YeHoVaH on the earth. Aviv Fellowship serves multiple purposes. Aviv Fellowships is for that leader, that pastor or home group leader, someone who's leading a group or has even a desire to lead a group. They would be able to find a place where they could have resources, teaching, edification, all the things that leaders usually tend to lack because they're so busy trying to figure things out and prepare messages for their groups. The other aspect is for the person who simply just wants to go somewhere on a Sabbath. They want to find a place to fellowship, a place that they know keeps the weekly Shabbat, a place where they observe the biblical feasts according to the astronomically and agriculturally correct biblical Hebrew calendar. They also know that they're walking into a fellowship where they believe that Yeshua is the Messiah. For the leader, we want to provide a sense of leadership, but at the same time, we want to maintain that sense of autonomy, where the fellowship can be who they are. They can have their own unique personality. They can start Shabbat in the evening on a Friday or even during a Saturday. It's not a place where we set rules to say that you have to do things this way. Basically, we're here to serve you. We're here to give you what you need to help your fellowship grow. Aviv Fellowships is unique because we guard the Aviv. This is spoken of in Deuteronomy 16:1, where it commands us to stand together against conformity and compromise in a world which is founded on conformity and compromise. We guard the seventh-day Sabbath, and we also guard the Creator's time clock, which has been reconciled with the astronomically and agriculturally biblical Hebrew calendar. We are guardians of the Aviv because we protect our prophet, the prophet Yeshua Jesus, as our Messiah and our returning King. Aviv Fellowships are guardians of the Aviv. So if you're interested in learning more about Aviv Fellowship, I recommend going to the website. It's avivfellowships.com. If you want to just find a fellowship in your area, we've got that option as well. And if you want to submit your fellowship to be added to the database, there's also an option for that. So in this process of building Aviv Fellowships and creating this community, we want every one of you to know that this is a global effort. We're working hard to bring these fellowships into one place, where people can find a place to fellowship, leaders can be raised up, and we can bring the true gospel of the kingdom to the four corners of the earth.